Our first step is to draw a large circle near the top of the paper. Once you're done, draw a smaller circle inside. Our two circles should look something like this. Our next step is to separate the color wheel main into 6 equal sections. Start with a vertical line down the center of the color wheel. Next, we want to divide each half of the circle into 3 equal parts by drawing 2 diagonal lines to make an X. Now remember, if they're not perfectly equal, is that okay? Yes, because this is just practice to help us become better artists. Now, if you drew through that center circle like I did, it's time to erase those lines because we're going to start drawing our lion's face. To begin drawing our face, we want to add 2 bumps for ears on the outside of the center circle. They kind of look like upside down U's. In the bottom half of our center circle, I added another circle, kind of like an oval, so that we could begin working on the nose and the mouth of our lion. Above that oval, we want to draw a rectangle with an upside down triangle on the bottom to create our nose shape. Under the triangle, draw 2 U shapes for the mouth. Next, add simple eyes and whiskers. Now remember, yours does not have to look like mine. If you want to have a scarier lion expression, then that's totally okay. Now it's time to move on to the body. Draw a curved line for the back. Add a horizontal line for the back foot. Then add 2 bumps going back towards the right of the paper, 1 for the foot and 1 for the knee. Next, draw a simple front leg by drawing a curved line with a bump for a foot. Draw another front leg, then connect to the back foot. Don't forget to add a tail. Now, if you're using a pencil, now is a really great time to go ahead and finalize all of your lines and make sure that you like the way your drawing looks, because our next step is to trace everything with a marker. Grab that marker and let's get to tracing. To add texture, we're going to add short lines on the face and body to represent fur. Now it's time to paint. If you don't have paint, don't worry. You could also use markers, crayons, or colored pencils. We're going to start by painting every other section with our primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue. Primary colors cannot be made from other colors. Artists create all other colors of the rainbow by mixing together the primary colors. If you're painting, please remember to take your time. There's no rush. When you're done painting your primary colors, we want to let our paper dry for a good 10 minutes. That way our paint and our colors don't bleed together and make a mess. You guys will see later that I was impatient and I didn't wait and my painting got a little messy. But we can always learn from our mistakes so we can do better next time. Now it's time for us to start mixing our secondary colors. The secondary colors are green, orange, and violet, otherwise known as purple. Secondary colors are made by mixing two primary colors. Each secondary color is made from the two primary colors closest to it on the color wheel. By mixing red and yellow, we get... That's right, orange. Remember, if you're using paint like I am, it's super important to be cleaning your brush when you're changing between colors so that we don't ruin our paint palettes. All right, when you mix yellow and blue, you get green. Good job. And lastly, when you mix blue and red, what do you get? That's right, violet or purple. Great job today, everyone. I am so proud of you. We finished our very first project of the year. Now, if you're still feeling a little artistic, there are a few things that you can do to finish up this project. Now, you can totally leave your color wheel lying black and white, or you could color it in. You could also take it a step further and you could add a background. It would be super cool if you've also watched our lesson on cubism and you added a cubism background with patterns. Because if you guys remember, we divided our object up into sections. Think about that. Or like I said before, there's absolutely nothing wrong with just leaving the rest of your painting black and white.